Hi, this video is here to help you with multiplying by zero. Here I've got a selection of maths vocabulary. Can you identify the words that mean zero? That's right. Nothing, naught and nil all mean zero. When you multiply by zero, you have nothing to multiply. We can use pictures to explain this. Here I have plates of bananas. We call these groups of bananas. If I take the bananas off the plate is empty, so the group is worth zero. Let's look at a few example questions to help explain this further. Here I have the calculation 5 times 0. To work out this multiplication, I'm going to begin by drawing groups. As you can see, I have drawn my groups and I have 5 groups of 0. How many have I got altogether? That's right, 5 times 0 equals 0. Let's look at another example. This time I have a calculation 14 times 0. I'm now going to put this multiplication into groups. You can see that I've drawn 14 groups of 0. What is the total? Well done, 14 times 0 is 0. So 5 times 0 equals 0 and 14 times 0 equals 0. What do you notice about the results of multiplying by 0? Well, we can put this into a stem sentence. Can you complete this sentence? Great. Your sentence should say, any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. We have noticed that any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. On the screen, I have a table that is going to help us show different ways of representing multiplying by 0. Let's take a look at the first column. Here, the Draw It box is filled out for us, and we need to fill in the Describe It box. How many groups have we got, and how many are in each group? We have one group, and there is 0 in the group. So our sentence is, there is one group of 0. Now let's write the calculation. We would write this as 1 times 0 equals 0. In the next column, our Describe It sentence is complete. I'm going to draw the groups. I have drawn 5 groups of 0. How would we write the calculation? Fantastic! The calculation would be 5 times 0 equals 0. Now it's your turn to fill in the last column. You're going to describe it and write it. So in the last column, there are 10 groups of 0. This is written as 10 times 0 equals 0. Let's see what you've learnt today by completing the last challenge. Take a look at this table. You need to carefully look at the calculation column. In the next column, you need to write whether the calculation is correct or incorrect. If the calculation is incorrect, can you then show the correct calculation? Pause the video here to have a go. And here are the answers. Well done if you spotted the incorrect calculations and then wrote the correction. I hope this helped you with understanding how to multiply by 0. If you're looking for more maths help, then we've got lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so why not go and check them out. See you next time. This video is here to help you with multiplying by 1. Here I've got a range of maths vocabulary. Can you identify the words that mean 1? That's right, another word for 1 is unit. When you multiply a number by 1, the answer will always be the number itself. Let's look at an example to help explain this. Here I have the calculation 5 times 1. To help us calculate the answer, let's use pictures. On the screen I have 5 plates. Each plate has 1 banana on it. I'm going to fill in the gaps in the sentence using the pictures to help me. There are 5 plates. There is 1 banana on each plate. Altogether, there are 5 bananas. Now I'm going to write the calculation. 5 times 1 equals 5. Let's look at another example. Here I have 12 times 1. I have represented this using pictures. My sentence for this picture is, I have 12 groups and each group has 1 in it. Altogether, I have 12. Can you write the calculation? Brilliant. The calculation is 12 times 1 equals 12. So 5 times 1 equals 5, and 12 times 1 equals 12. What do you notice about the results of multiplying by 1? Can you complete the stem sentence? Your stem sentence should say, any number multiplied by 1 is equal to itself. Here I have a table with a multiplication in it. The multiplication is 27 times 1 equals 0. In the second column, we need to write whether this calculation is correct or incorrect. Fantastic! You already know that when we multiply a number by 1, the answer should be the number itself. Therefore, 27 times 1 should be equal to 27. How would I write this calculation? I would write this as 27 times 1 equals 27. So remember, when you multiply a number by 1, the answer will always be equal to itself. Can you complete the table on the screen? Pause the video here to have a go. We can see that the first calculation is correct, because 8 multiplied by 1 equals 8. The second calculation is incorrect. Remember, a number multiplied by 1 is equal to itself, so 7 multiplied by 1 should be 7. For the last challenge, I'd like you to carefully look at these number representations. Can you circle the number representation, which is the odd one out, and explain why? Here is the answer. If you said that the other representations were showing 4 lots of 1, but D was showing 1 group of 4, then you are correct. Well done. I hope this video helped you understand how to multiply by 1. If you're looking for more maths help, then we've got lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so go and check them out. See you next time. Hi, this video is here to help you with multiplying 3 numbers. When we multiply 3 numbers, we can multiply them in any order and we'll still get the same answer. For example, with this calculation, 3 times 5 times 2, we could do 3 times 5 and then multiply it by 2, 3 times 2 and then multiply it by 5, or 5 times 2 and multiply it by 3, and they will all give us the same answer. Let's take a closer look at these. 3 times 5 is 15. There are 2 lots of this, so we multiply 15 by 2, which equals 30. 3 times 2 is 6. There are 5 lots of this, so we multiply 6 by 5, which equals 30. 5 times 2 is 10. There are 3 lots of this, so we multiply 10 by 3, which equals 30. When we look at all of the arrays together, you can see that they all have the same total answer, even though they are all calculated in a different order. You can choose what order you calculate in, depending on which multiplication facts you would rather use. Which of these 3 ways would you choose? What order could you calculate this in? Pause here and work out the different possibilities. You could multiply 6 by 4 and then multiply by 3, multiply 6 by 3 and then multiply by 4, or multiply 3 by 4 and then multiply by 6. Which order would you rather use? Pause here to make your choice and then calculate the answer. So how did you get on? Check your answer. All 3 ways give the same answer, but 3 times 4 times 6 only uses multiplication facts up to 12 times 12, so uses multiplication facts that we know. Think about the order that you want to solve these in. Which order uses facts that you already know? Pause the video here to work out the answers. By calculating them this way, you only need to use your known multiplication facts and then place value knowledge to multiply by 10. If you calculated them in a different order, it doesn't matter because the answers will still be the same. 8 times 10 times 6 equals 480, and 12 times 3 times 10 equals 360. I hope this helped you understand how to multiply 3 numbers. If you're looking for more maths help, then we've got lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so go and check them out.
Hi everyone! This video is here to help you understand what multiples are. So, what is a multiple? A multiple is the product of a number multiplied by another whole number. For example, a multiple of 5 is the product of 5 and any other number. Let's look at 4 multiplied by 5. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, so 20 is a multiple of 5. Equally, we could do the calculation 9 multiplied by 5, giving us 45. So 45 is also a multiple of 5. Take a minute to write down as many multiples of 5 as you can. Remember, a multiple is a product of a number multiplied by any other whole number, in this case 5. Pause the video now to write down some answers. Let's take a look at some of the answers you might have written. If you looked at the 5 times table, you might have written down answers such as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 and 60. Or maybe you multiplied some bigger numbers by 5. For example, 100 multiplied by 5 is 500. Therefore, another multiple of 5 would be 500. For your final challenge, I would like you to write down some multiples of 4. Pause the video now to write down some multiples of 4. Did you manage to think of some multiples of 4? You may have come up with answers such as 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, and so on. You may even have come up with a number such as 400. Well done! I hope this video has helped you to understand what multiples are. If you're looking for some help with identifying common multiples or a range of other maths concepts, make sure to check out our other videos on the Twinkl website. Hi everyone, this video is here to help you with identifying common multiples. We already know that a multiple is the product of a whole number multiplied by another whole number. Numbers which are multiples of more than one whole number are called common multiples. For example, 20 is a multiple of 5 because 4 lots of 5 is 20. 20 is also a multiple of 10 because 2 lots of 10 is 20. Therefore, 20 is a common multiple of 5 and 10. Let's see if we can work out some common multiples of 3 and 4. Pause the video to think of the first 12 multiples of 3. The first 12 multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33 and 36. Now let's think about some multiples of 4. Pause the video to think of the first 12 multiples of 4. The first 12 multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44 and 48. Finally, to decide which numbers are common multiples of 3 and 4, we need to see which numbers appear on both sides. In this instance, 12, 24 and 36 are the first 3 common multiples of 3 and 4. Now it's time for your final challenge. Can you find the first 5 common multiples of 3 and 6? Pause the video now to come up with your answers. Did you come up with some answers? Remember, you can think about the multiples of each number first. Then you can find the numbers that appear as multiples of each. The first 5 common multiples of 3 and 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30. Can you spot a pattern with the common multiples of 3 and 6? That's right, all multiples of 6 are also multiples of 3. I hope this has helped you to understand how to identify common multiples. If you are looking for more maths help, we have got lots of these videos on the Twinkl website, so make sure to check them out.